Royal Airs, all of you guys. Hi, hello, hi, welcome. I am not on camera for this video because we have a lot of makeup, as you can see, to talk about. Yes, I have been shopping. Every time I have a doctor's appointment, I do retail therapy. Like, I don't know what is wrong with me, but I've been doing retail therapy, and I am not sure if I showed you guys, all of the things, repeats that I absolutely love, plus some new stuff that I want to try. So we're gonna, talk about this, and then I got like one of the neatest gifts for Mother's Day from the youth department. And I guess I'll start off with that. These little eye patches right here, I think I'm supposed to put them in the refrigerator, but they're aisle 82, Crystal Collagen Gold Powder Eye Mask. Powder Eye Mask. I don't know if I'm supposed to put these in the refrigerator or not, but it says to wash your face and eyes with warm water, open the package and take out the mask, apply under your eye area, gently press the mask to create a snug fit, and leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes. So you can be relaxing or watching TV or playing a video game or whatever. And then after 15 or 20 minutes, it says to remove the mask and clean with water only. Clean it with water. Recommended to be used by all skin types. The best time to use this eye mask is before sleep or during resting. But it does not say if I have to put it in the fridge or not. I've seen people put these eye masks in the refrigerator, and so I was just wondering, should they be cold or whatever? If you guys have used these before, let me know in the comments. Should I pop this in the fridge? Because I'm not 100% sure. I've never used these before, but it says it's powerful and reduces dark circles, which I don't really have dark circles, but it also says powerful in removing puffiness. And I don't really get puffy either, but I'm gonna try them. Or maybe I'll try them on my mom because we have a video to do when she gets back home for some hair that was sent to me by Timu. So, yes, another Timu wig. I know they keep messing with me, but mom seems to, like it. I showed her a picture. It's a bob. She likes it. So, if she likes it a lot, she'll probably wear it to the wedding, but, we'll see. So that's that. Okay, I had been seeing this product all over the internet. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect, and y'all have seen me use the Conceal and Perfect powder. I'll pop a picture up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But they have a whole line of Conceal and Perfect products, and this is the Blur Out Smoothing Primer. Okay, Blur Out Base. Let's open it up. It has a little spatula, which everybody's been complaining about the spatula. They're like, it's so hard to get out. But I guess if I had my nails on, it probably would, but it's not that hard to, you just push down on it and it comes out. I don't know what they're talking about. Anyway, let's open it up. Ooh. Ooh, let me see what it smells like. It has no smell. It has no odor. Oh, this is nice. And then so you can just, I'm not using this on anybody else. This is just me. Okay, I will say that it was kind of hard to pick up with just doing that. Oh my Lord. I can see exactly where I put this. Blurred almost every line on the back of my hand. That's crazy. That is insane. Okay, I can't wait to use this. I can't wait to use this Milani Conceal and Perfect. This is the Blur Out Smoothing Primer. When I first picked this up, I thought it was going to be the powder because of the color of the container. But this is primer. Hydrates and blurs with a cooling sensation, enhanced with hyaluronic acid, 3% niacinamide, and 5% glycerin. Okay, so if you don't like any of those products, don't use this. And it says to store in a cool place, a dry place, scoop a pea-sized amount of primer with the included spatula and blend into skin with short outward strokes. Close the jar after use to prevent it from drying out. So Good deal, Milani. Another one. Look at that. I can't even believe. And it feels so smooth, like a baby's bottom. That's insane. I think I'm going to like this. So I've never used number 7 before. Have you guys? Has anybody in the audience ever used number 7? I have not. But as I was looking at the Revlon stuff, this caught my eye because of the color. And if you guys have been following me for a while, you know a good mauvey, natural nude color is my jam. This is a blush by number 7, and this is number 7 matte powder blush Pomegranate. So I can't wait to see what Pomegranate is giving on my skin. I think it's going to be really nice. No tea, no shade. Look at it over the primer. It's so subtle. It's going to give just the right amount of blush on the skin. I'm excited for this. Look at that. I mean, that's so natural. It's like, it's not loud. It's not overbearing. It's really smooth. It's got a nice texture to it. Really creamy, really buttery. But it's a powder blush. And again, this is the color Pomegranate. Now, I'm sorry if my ring light is, doing some things it shouldn't do, because my ring light will, wash some stuff out. I'm telling you, it's bright. Okay, so I was intrigued. Y'all know I have a love-hate relationship with NYX, but NYX has the professional makeup shine killer. Okay, now it's going to be different from your blur out smoothing primer, right? This right here is going to blur out fine lines. It's going to diminish some of the wrinkles. It's going to make your face look smoother. This is for people with oily skin. I have an oily T-zone. So the NYX Shine Killer, this is what this is for. If you have some shine, and it always has this, if it doesn't have a tab like this, then put it back or tell somebody and be like, hey, oh, I think I need to shake this up because that's a little scary. All right, I don't like that. I don't like what I just saw. What is that? I don't like that. Let's wipe this off. Is it supposed to look like that? Do I need to take this? Oh, it's infused with charcoal. It's infused with charcoal. If you have an issue with charcoal, let's not use this. But it's SKRO1 Shine Killer Primer Base Coat. And everything else is in a different language. Oops. Y'all know I had surgery on my hand, so I gotta be careful. All right, let's see. Let's try this again. Oh, look at that. It looks oily, but is it? It does feel a little greasy. How are you killing shine? How are you killing shine? It feels a little slippery. I don't think that's oil, though. Okay, there we go. We're drying. It looks a little satiny. Now, I'm not going to lie. The Seal and Perfect Blur Out looks a little bit more matte. This right here looks a little satiny. But after it settles, it may be a good thing. Now, the one thing I don't like about this is it's not giving me a lot of information on the back. It says use alone on top of or with foundation. I don't feel like this is a good thing to put on top of foundation. It's going to mess your foundation up, especially if you use the right technique to put your foundation on. I feel, excuse me, why do I have the hiccups? Let's get our Stanley. I'm 53. I shouldn't have hiccups. But anyway, Shine Killer Prime Base. We're going to try this and we're going to see. I'm going to fill you guys in and be like, this is how it works. Okay. Once again, I am going to use a different Maybelline. I'm going to try this again. This is the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Treatment Makeup. Okay. Pro Vitamin B5. This is the number 355. I'm going to try this again because the other one that I used was so bad. But this one right here, um, is different. It's not dewy, or any of the things. So, and it doesn't, as I was reading it, it just gave me sunscreen. It gave me vitamins. It gave me broad spectrum SPF 20. Um, and it doesn't have any of the, special, oh, it's going to give you, a dewy thing. It's I'm hoping that it's medium to full coverage, but most of the time, if you get something over the counter, I've noticed that it's medium coverage, but it's buildable. So that's what I'm hoping for with this. And again, this is a click up, thing or whatever. It's that the other one was it the bottom would raise up, when you use more of the product. So, even though the bottle is tall, you're not going to get very much product for $16. Um, Especially if you use your makeup every day. Okay, just FYI. But $16 is a good price point. Um, I just feel like, there should have been more makeup in the bottle. But that's just me. It's 2025. I'm cheap. That's the thing. All right, let's get back to Milani. So these are products I've never used before. This is a Cheek Kiss liquid blush and glow. So I got this because um, I'm hoping that it's a good highlight. And I hate these little things. I know they're on there for security, but God, they get on my nerves. Like, whether I have nails or not, I can never get into the product. Thank God for tweezers. Okay, whatever. All right, let's see how this thing works. Let's see. Oh, a lot of product came out of there, y'all. A lot of product came out of there. Can we use this as a highlight? Let's see. Is this going to be a good product for a highlight? I think it would be a good blush topper if you want some. Oh yeah, I think so. I think a good little, can you see the shimmer? In spite of my ring light, can you guys see the shimmer? Maybe I need to turn my ring light down a little bit. Let me see. All right, I'm hoping that's a little bit better. I'm like, what is up with my ring light? But look, can you see the color now? The colors are, again, I know. I'm obsessed with like the mauve-y, colors, whatever, but I kind of feel like that's gonna be giving a little bit of good highlight. I really do. Then they have concealer. So yes, I got some concealer in two different colors. I got a little bit of a darker one. I got a little bit of a, not that I'm using this for contour or anything. I always do that. I can, for whatever reason, and sometimes I will use this instead of foundation. And I've shown you guys how I color block, especially in the summer. So if this is, a good color for summer, also if you are a wig wearer, these are good little, kind of hard to come out, but that's a good thing, because a little bit should go a long way with concealer. Nice. All right, let's check this one out. Sorry, y'all, I have to be careful about my hand because I don't need any stitches. I don't need to be in any pain. Oh, I'm telling these things. And I would take it off, off camera, but I just want you guys to know that, this is brand new product and I haven't used. Oh, yeah. Under eye brightness, here I come. And then you can mix these two colors. You can always mix your concealers just like you mix everything else. I think these are two great ones. This is by Revlon Color Stay Skin Awakening, Caffeine and Vitamin C, 24-hour, 5-in-1 concealer. Okay? This is number 45. This is number 70. They had about 15 different colors that I saw. in Walgreens, and I was obsessed with each and every one of them. And I told you that this is Milani Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush Glow, and I think it's going to be super good. Now, I got this for the wedding. It is a NYX Jumbo. I plan on doing a cut crease on my daughter, and her colors are black and silver and gray, and so I'm hoping that this right here is going to go really well for the cut crease. This is an eye pencil. It's crayon, and this is kind of like a snowy. It's got a glimmer to it, and I kind of don't want to open it because, oh, here we go with these little plastic things again. I know, it's for security purposes. I know. All right, let's see. Let's give it a little swatch here. Oh, I think it's going to be perfect. Oh, that's going to be so good. Okay, NYX, NYX. I think y'all showed out. I have gotten this so many times. This is by Revlon. It's a Color Stay Limitless Matte. I have gotten this color so many times. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why I keep getting this, except for it makes the best lip liner on the planet. It dries really quick, and I don't have to reapply. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe this stuff off. Why? Because again, it dries really quick, and you almost need soap and water to get it off your skin. This right here is Maybelline Color Stay Vinyl Ink. I've never gotten vinyl ink before, but I did love the color, and I wanted to see what it was giving. Don't judge me, okay? I love a nude color. Do not judge me, all right? Have you guys used this before? Vinyl ink. It is Color Stay by Maybelline. I've never used it before. It's already drying. Is this supposed to be a stain? Vinyl ink. Is this supposed to be a stain? I guess it's just a liquid lipstick. I'm assuming it's just a liquid lipstick, but we may look online and see exactly what this is supposed to give. Yeah. And then I cannot stay away from these because I want at least one of these to work. It is the Revlon Color Stay Suede Ink. I know it is not liquid lipstick, but every time I see these, I want it to be liquid lipstick, but it's not. But remember, I told y'all a while ago, this might be really good for, picture taking, or if you're creating a video, or if you're on live stream. The staying power of these, I do not like. If you're eating, if you're drinking, it's not going to stay very long. I don't like that for me. If I'm at church, or if I'm, at a speaking event, or if I'm singing, I need my stuff to stay. And I don't need to have to worry about reapplying or looking crazy on camera. I need that stuff to stay put. All right, let's choose another one. Again, number 7. This is Shade and Define. Okay, and I got this for the wedding because I wanted to see how it was going to operate, and I wanted to see the color. So the color on this says it's Cool Mink, right? And I couldn't find a grayish type of color, but I am doing a cut crease, and I thought, maybe this will, do something. So let's see what it's give. Ooh. Oh. I think that this is gorgeous. Now, again, the NYX didn't do bad. Of course, the NYX is going to be a little bit lighter, but either one of these would do good. The NYX and the number 7. And again, I've never used number 7 products, so I'm stepping out of my comfort zone this year. That's the number 7, and that's the NYX. And I think both of them are gorgeous. I will say that the NYX is giving a little bit more pigment. This is very soft and natural. Okay, it seems to be buildable. Okay, what do you guys think? Oh my God, that is so pretty. Is this a multi-stick? Soft, creamy, and long wearing. Glide on to create a broad sweep of color or define your eyes with a precise line using the shape tip. The sharp tip, I think you meant. The shape tip point, blah, 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 whatever. It's for your eyes. So both of these are for your eyes. Now, Wet n Wild, they make a stick similar to these, but it's a multi-stick. You guys have seen me contour my lips with the multi-stick and all that kind of stuff. So, okay, before we get to those things, right here, another number 7. This is a Stay Perfect Smoothing Eye Shadow. Okay, I am getting into, different things this year. I want to try, some different types of, shadows and lippies, trying to break out of, what I normally do. I don't like big wild colors or whatever, but I do like stuff that I can wear every day. This feels really nice. It really does. I don't think she'll be able to use this for the wedding because it's more on the gold side, but it felt really nice going onto the skin. It is a little bit more shimmery than the number 7 stick, the Shade and Define. But I still feel like the NYX gave more pigmentation than the Shade and Define. But this one right here, the Stay Perfect, if this was a more silvery color or gray or even black, I could do a wonderful cut crease with this because of the pigmentation it gave me. And it has some staying power. Okay. It has some staying power. Look at that. If you dared, like if you didn't have sensitive skin, you may be able to use that as a highlighter. I'm just saying, my skin is too sensitive to be, doing this, that, and a third, but whatever. Anyway, not last, and definitely not least, I had to get some Rimmel, because y'all know Rimmel is, all that in a bag of Doritos, in my opinion, right? So this right here is Lasting Mega Matte 16-Hour Liquid Lip. And these are not the same color. They're 2 different colors, okay? And where do you guys put your colors on here? Where? Rimmel, where? Where do y'all put the color on here? Does anybody know? Do you even have a color for this, Rimmel? Where do you put it? I know there's a number on here, 4214. This number down here is 4233. So we're going to say those are the colors. Because, okay, Be My Baby, which when you peel this off, you may not be able to get the color. And this is 709 Strapless. 700 Be My Baby. Let's try Be My Baby. Rimmel, why do you do this to us? You know we need to know all the deets. And y'all are, okay, look at this. This stuff is hard to get off. Mercy. Good night, Irene. Especially that, the number 7 stick. Holy Toledo. Talk about some staying power. I think we're going to need, soap and water to get this stuff off. Okay, real talk. Where is it? This stick right here was hard to get off. Whew. Okay, this one right here is Be My Baby. 700 Be My Baby. Ooh. Okay, that is nice. That is creamy. It's a little on the thin side, but it seems to be blendable and buildable as well. It has a matte type of packaging, the Rimmel London. And it says it lasts up to 16 hours, you guys. This one right here is strapless. So let's see what strapless is giving. Thank God for needle nose pliers, because I would never be able to get into any of my makeup. Okay, it's a little bit more pinky. It's a little bit more pinky. I feel like it's definitely creamy. Okay? It's definitely this one right here is strapless. This has a lot of pink in it, and this one right here, Be My Baby, has a lot of brown in it. Let's see if it's buildable. How buildable are you? Can I go over you, or are you going to streak up? Okay, you've got a little build. You've got a little build. Okay, so we've got a little build. We've got two extremely different colors, but they're both in the nude, era. So Be My Baby and Strapless. Be My Baby and Strapless. Look at that. I'm not mad. I'm not. I feel like I feel like I'm gonna get some good use out of it. I'm still on the fence about this being 16 hours, but Rimmel has never let me down. So I'm just gonna, try them out, do a wear test, and be like, hey guys. All right, last but not least, here it is, the Milani Make It Last Matte. I loved it so much that I got a big one. I had the little one at first to try it out. This is 16-hour wear, oil control, mattifying. It's got charcoal setting in it. This I can't say enough about this Milani Make It Last Matte finishing spray. I can't say enough about it. It's amazing. I mean, the only other spray that I definitely went ham for was the Smashbox Primer Water. That will forever be on my list. It is my all-time favorite. But Milani has been coming for all the makeup industry leaders. Milani is, now in Hollywood. Like, Milani said, we're stepping up our game. I'm coming for you. And, it is what it is. So you're supposed to shake it up, right? And then you give it a little mist. Woo! Oh. The mist is fine. It's not going to mess up your makeup. Okay. Love the mist. Hate an aerosol. So this is great. It's got a little, scanning barcode. Can you guys see that? If you want to scan it, you can scan that. It's a 3-in-1 lightweight spray, controls oil, mattifies and sets makeup up to 16 hours. So if you want to use this underneath your makeup, you can. If you want to use it with no makeup, you can. If you want to use it on top of your makeup, you can. It's a 3-in-1. And again, I can't say enough about Milani. Like, I started falling in love with Milani last year, but they really stepped up their game when they made this Make It Last Matte. And look, I didn't touch my hand. I didn't touch my hand. Look at my hand. This is awesome. It's amazing. It will make you look stunning with or without me. Even if you just put on like a little powder, to go outside and control, your oil, you're just running to the grocery store, or, you're just doing something with the kids and you don't want a full face of makeup on, but you want to set, the little powder or whatever you put on your face, make it last. Because again, it's a 3-in-1 lightweight spray, if I can talk, controls oil, mattifies, and sets makeup up to 16 hours with microfine charcoal powder. That is why you get, such a smooth finish. So I can't wait. You shake it well before you use it. You hold the bottle 8 to 10 inches away from your face, and you spray in a zigzag, formation. So, oh my God. Now the tip of the day. The tip of the day, the tip of the week, whatever you want to call it. I went to Hobby Lobby the other day, and I was like, I need a brush for my eyebrows, and I went into the painting section and I got this brush. I have done this before. I know They have a lot of nice brushes, and I have a lot of nice brushes for my eyebrows, but I love a long handle. This is a chisel blender. It is very fine at the tip. Look at that. It is very fine at the tip. I love these brushes to carve out your brows. Literally just carve out your brows, being very, light-handed and really making your brows stand out. This is one of the best. The bristles are not long, not meant to be. This is a very fine brush. And this one right here was only $3.99. It's a chisel blender. It's for acrylic, oil, and watercolor. So it's going to be great for your concealer. You put your concealer on, and then you go ahead and you carve out with your brush, making your brows very sharp, very defined. And that's what I like about these. You can go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's or anywhere and get you, what do they call this? A Master's Touch Fine Art Studio brush. This one is a chisel blender for $3.99. This same brush you could probably get with Real Techniques, and it'll probably cost you $6.99. You go to Hobby Lobby or an art store, you get a chisel blender brush for $3.99. Same thing. Not a bristle out of place. It is very sharp, and I'm telling you, it will give your brow. You can also use this around the lips. If you mess up, you just take a little bit of concealer and then you go around your lip and, straighten up your lipstick. This brush is amazing. And because it's an artist brush, it's super easy to clean, So I'm not mad at these brushes at all. Now, for anything else, blushes and all that kind of stuff, I'm not trusting an artist brush. But for, small things like, cleaning up the lips, cleaning up the eyeliner, cleaning up the eyebrows, I think this is a great idea. And because I do abstract art, I just kind of picked up one of these brushes one day and said, oh, I can use this for my makeup too. So that's a little tip of the day. So I'm just going to sit this over here because I'm sure I'm going to need it. And someone asked me, one day, what kind of adhesive do you use for your eyelashes? Ione. I don't use anything else right now but Ione, because Ione, and this is the clear, right? This is the clear. It's latex free, and I'm allergic to latex, right? I have an allergy, a latex allergy. So when I go to get my procedures done at the hospital or at the surgery center, I have to always tell them I'm allergic to latex. So they watch what type of gloves they use and stuff. But yeah, Ione. Dollar Tree. I don't know if they have a website, Ione. I don't know. All I know is I saw it at the dollar store one day, and they had like the little small ones. Now they have the bigger ones. Latex free. Ione. Ioni. Ione. Okay. All right. I'm out of here. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for riding with me through this, journey, because it has been something else. Let me tell y'all, it has been a whirlwind. And over on my vlog channel, I promise to sit down and talk to you guys about, all of the medical procedures and everything that's been going on, because I have been through it. So anyway, try some of these products out. I will try to list them in the description box. And yeah, let's do some makeup next time. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.